Uh, Hi. Uh, this is the start of the let's play of this free game I found on Google Play. It's actually a Wizardry clone, but it's not called Wizardry. It's called Wandroid, and we are playing chapter five. It is a whole series. We are playing chapter five, and the name of the chapter is Return of the Archwizard. It's a typical dungeon crawl 3D, like the first ones, like the first Wizardry, Return of the Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. But there are added some extras, like extra playable races, extra classes. It's like something that could be described as something between Wizardry 5 and Wizardry 6. You know, Wizardry 5 was already Bradley, so it's kind of Bradley influenced. There are Lizardmen as a playable race, there's a Ratkin as a playable race. We are starting this Let's Play, and it's going to be long play because we are planning to have multiple parties and multiple characters, so we are going to simulate the sort of like mercenary company. Uh, what is what I like to do when I play this game. I like to prepare also some extras by myself, like total do-it-yourself, some race randomizer, the class randomizer. We are going to play the random. The characters are that are going to come are going to be randomized. So when you start this game, if you are not familiar with this type of game, you go just click on the right, left. This is a town. There are buildings in the town which are important, like Gilgamesh Tavern. That's where all the adventurers gather. Trading post where you can buy some stuff. Adventures in there where the adventurers go to sleep and also get their level up, and they can heal also there if they have enough money. There's a temple also, which is the place where you get your illness cured. You can try to resurrect the fallen members. In this game, there's a permadeath. Actually, if you fail resurrection twice, uh, the the characters are lost. It's the modern equivalent to this game could be the best modern equivalent to this type of gameplay. It's mm, it's Darkest Dungeons. Yes, there's also some extras which are not in a classical wizardry game. There are some blacksmiths. If you go to Adventures Inn or no tavern, there's a lunch. You can lunch there. That's not in the uh, in the in the first version of this game or first chapter. Also, there are training grounds. Training grounds is a place that's the other side of town. Uh, Training grounds is the place where you can recruit your new members. You can also send your parties or your adventures on the expedition. The expeditions are timed, like real timed. So if you send them for 8 hours an expedition, they will return in 8 hours. So you will not have them available. There's also Chronicle. There's some monster list, item list. Whatever you find in dungeon, put there in the Chronicle. Um, some configuration. We are not don't need to touch that. We are playing it. You can play it like this on the height, or you can play it sort of like a Game Boy. You can put it on the on the side, and the screen go wide a little bit, and you have like two places like joysticks. It's it's These type of games are there's a lot of grind and a lot of easy grind, especially at the first levels. But if you miss some detail, about your party. For example, some member has low hit points, or you forget to heal someone, or you trigger the wrong trap. Uh, it has a consequences. We are not going to uh, return the saves. If you save the game, the state uh, will be the state. There's no like uh, return saves or so. I don't know how much stable this game is, but I think I had tried it already. I made some like a training run for 2 hours or something, and there were some issues with falling. So hopefully it will be it will be okay right now. We have to start with character creation, but I want to show you how I create characters for this game. We can I can show you how it look like. Training grounds, there you can inspect your characters, change their classes. Yes, in this games class changes options. We are going to touch it later. So test character is going to be test, that you see what kind of options we have. We can choose gender, male or female. Oh, let's do male. Alignment, there are 3 types of alignment: good, neutral, and evil. And there are 8 possible races. From the classical, from Proving Ground to the Metal Overlord, is the human, elf, dwarf, gnome, hobbit. It's also like first D&D, there's no half orc. Yeah. There are extra races from the Bradley universe. It's a Ratkin, which is now playable races in Wizardry 6 to 8. I think in Wizardry 7 they are first introduced, I think. They are there, but they are not playable races, they are NPC race. There's a fairy, it's like a little flying, just fairy, and there's also wizardman, big hulky fighter type character. We are going to, if you click it there, you always get some bonus points you can distribute, and you can make your character, for example, fighter thief. It each class has some sort of minimal requirements. For example, here intellect 7. If you have intellect 11, we can become a wizard. If you allocate all your extra points, let's make this like this, that we can be wizard, thief, and maybe no priest. We don't have a proper alignment. There are alignment restrictions, and there are also the stat restrictions. There are basic classes like wizard, thief, fighter, and wizard, thief, fighter, and priest. But there are some advanced classes or semi-advanced classes. I think in these versions, in old wizardry, there were samurai, lord, ninja, and in this version, I think there's a ranger extra, and there's also a third spell book. There's also bard. I think there's a valkyrie. It's like Wizardry 5/6. So this was it. This was let's make him a wizard, for example. But you can cancel the character creation, because we're not going to. Will have to explain how we create the characters, and it will give you some backstory to this game. The backstory we are creating. This game is really simple. It's text based, and the simplest the games are, the more imagination the fuel. This is like my favorite. Like if I want to go somewhere else and imagine, this is my tool. This is my tool. We can keep this character and cancel a few press OK and keep him. Then you can inspect him, yes, and you can also go to tavern, add him, yes, and you have a guy, a wizard with 9 hit points, 10 armor class descending. There's a sort of like hidden taco system, like in classical D&D. But we are going to delete him. No one, he's in the top. We cannot. We have to remove him from the tavern, go to trading ground, and simply delete him. And this was a brief introduction, and now we are going to go over our tools. So now there I have to explain you the character creation. It's quite a process. I have my tools here. If you want to play this game properly, you have to have the block, this kind of block with the squares. We are having also this thing. That's the explanation of the randomness of the races. And there are some rules how to create the characters. We have also pencil with some gum and this thing, pencil sharpener, because we always need a sharp pencil if you want to draw the maps properly. So let's start with character creation explanation. I'm rolling d6s. On a gender, I roll 1d6, and 1 to 4 it is male, 5 to 6 the character is going to be female. The reason for that is like women sometimes are more likely to choose like normal life, not a life on a mercenary or the adventure. Simple. Alignment is 1d6. On 1, the character is good. There's not a lot of good people in this world. 2 to 3 is neutral, and evil guys are 4 to 6. But if you are diving to the engines, the alignment can change. Hopefully, it is also for this version. This version doesn't have a party alignment restriction, but we are going to apply that rule from the old school, from the old system, that evil and good characters cannot be in one party, and we are not going to use the tricks to make them together. They will rather work separately. Yes. Now character creation is going to be like this. I have to first explain the races. There are some. We are using the 4d6 roll for the races. And now this is how the races function. In 4d6 you get 21 numbers, 21 possible results on the dices, and some results are going to come more frequent, some less frequent. We kind of draw. You can also take it as a map of the surrounding area, which isn't in the game, but we created it. There are on the east side of the town a swamp and sewers, large sewers system. They're mostly inhabited by lizards and ratkins. Yeah, the city and suburb, it's mostly inhabited by hobbits, humans, gnomes, and dwarves. Dwarves have their home in the mountains, but they are far away. The dwarves, they are living in the city. Tinkers, blacksmiths, traders, and stuff, bunkers. And there's a forest with some kind of secluded elven court there, and there are living elves and fairies, and sometimes even dwarves, because elves and dwarves have kind of good relations together. Okay, so each race get certain results. For example, lizards, I put them on the lower count spectrum. They are not going to be so frequent, but I gave them +1 number to the result, same as the fairies. So fairies are 22 to 24, lizards are 4 to 6. The ratkins are 7 to... Ratkins is a special case. I put them like... Their, their, their birth rate is really, really high, but there's not a lot of them going to be adventurers. So they have a full 7, 8, 9, 10. So that are full 4 numbers for the ratkins. The hobbits, yes, 11, 12. The humans are also quite, they're most common, so they are getting +1 number and 13, 14, 15. Gnomes, 16, 17. Dwarves are least frequent, 18, 19, and when some elf come from the elven forest, it's on the 20, 21. The fairies, same, they are at the end of the spectrum, so they get a +1 number. Okay, this is kind of like you can imagine the city which has this wild lizard and ratkin problems. They have to clean their nest and stuff. That the swamps are slowly taking the fields of the hobbits and gnomes and human farmers. And on the other side, there are living elves and fairies in this phantasmal world full of singing and drinking on the other side. So this is like, and this is the reason why the races are going to be so. Let's go to character creation. We have one rule. Evil and neutral characters start as thieves. Yeah. We are going to simply allocate the points to minimum of the thief and distribute rest randomly. The good characters on the other side are sort of like, they're not so common. They're not so common even between mercenaries. So if the good character is rolled, his stats are distributed randomly, all the stats. And if he meets the minimum requirements for some class, then he becomes that class. But if he meets some requirements for some class and fighter, he will always have to become fighter. You know, that's like fighter is always on the top. Yeah. If there are two classes which are not fighter, then we are going to roll random check. Yes. The bonus points are random. It's some number from 5 to, let's say, like 25. But most of the time you get like 10, 9, 8, sometimes 13, sometimes 17, you know, if you are lucky. But we are not like concerned with that. There's also one option that evil or neutral character can become something else, and that's when you roll not enough stat points to become a thief. Yeah, so maybe case when you have a dwarf that is too clumsy for becoming thief, then we also, like by a good character, we are going to simply roll all points at random, and well, if he got the chance, if he got some minimal requirements, then he will become that class. But there's also this thing. There's also this thing like he has to become a fighter. If he allocate the points to become a fighter, the fighter is always. It's thief, fighter, and the 10 other classes randomly, simply. the bonus point, we have 6-sided dice, but there are 7 attributes, yeah, for each character. And we are simply going to roll it when we have extra points, when we have like 13 points extra. We're going to roll it in the waves of 6d6. Yes. We are going to allocate, when we roll 1, it's going to be bonus point to strength, 2 to intellect, 3 to piety, 4 to vitality, 5 to ability, 6 to dexterity. But if we roll 3 same numbers, these same numbers are annulled, and we put the point in luck, which is the 7th attribute. So we can start, I think, with the first character. The first character is going to be 5, female, evil, and now for race, 46. Evil female, 9, 13, 15. It's going to be 15. It's human. And we have to give her name. Sika. Sika, that's a good name. Go to training grounds, create character. Female, evil, human. Nice roll, 19 bonus points. We put the stats to minimum of thief, and now we are going to roll the rest of the bonus points. First roll is 3 6s, 4 6s, but we have 1 6, 1 1, 1 4. Is 3 3, 2 1s, 2 5s, 6 6 5. The party and character roster, let's make it like this. This is 2 parties, evil party, good party. There's going to be definitely the evil party. It's not formed yet. I didn't roll for all characters. There are some support position who stays in town, and there's our rooster. And let's put the Sika inside. It's female, evil, human. And if we can sort of put some notes here, what kind of development he's going to go through, maybe in the future, what kind of position he can have. Another character is going to be 2 neutral, no, 2 male, 3 neutral, and a 4-sided roll. It's going to be 2 plus 5 is 7 plus 12. It's 19. So it's going to be neutral dwarf. Another character. With the name Dirge. Now let's call him Fert. It's going to be a dwarf named Fert. Male, neutral, dwarf, Now, we have 8 bonus points. If we allocate it into agility on 11, dexterity, we see he sort of has no possibility or chance to become a thief because he doesn't have extra bonus points. So we are going to use the method to roll him at random. Yes, we have 8 points. Now let's use this. What is this going to be? So 2, 3, 4, 2 sixes, 2 fours, 2 sixes. So 2, 3, 4, 4, 2 sixes, and we have 2 extra points. And it's going to be 2 extra points now. If we roll 1, then he's fighter. If we don't roll 1, then he moves away. And we have 1 minus character on the start. 3 and 5. So 3 and 5. Okay, we have to cancel this character. He was neutral, but he didn't meet the requirements. Fighter, and we will cancel him. Another character, the third one. It's 4 male, 5 evil. Let's roll a race. 3, 4 dices. Put this like this. 3 plus 3 is 6, 11. It means it's going to be Hobbit. Let's call him Nat. That's like chill name for chill Hobbit, who had his own times. So male, evil, Hobbit, and some like not so exponentially good roll, but yeah, good enough. The Hobbit needs only 1 point into dexterity. Let's redistribute the rest. Four, 4, 5, 5, 1, and 3. So 1, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. And 2 extra points go to 1 and 3. So 1 strength, 3 piety. He can become only thief. There's maybe possibility if his piety goes good enough, he can become a priest. But I think I'll find until that time someone better to be a priest. So let's make him a thief. And that's on it. That's our thief. Let's put him into roster. He is here. That male, evil, hobbit. He is simply going to stay thief. We are going to see if he can become something else. We maybe going to be surprised that we will become a bard or something. If there's a bard in this game, I really didn't study the classes, so we have to experiment a little bit. I didn't study the whole game through. We are going to go sort of like blind. Let's play. It's best so the puzzles and stuff. Last character from the three. The fourth one is going to be 2 male, 5 evil, and the race is going to be, oh, a lot of 6s, 18, 20. That's, I think that's a dwarf again. No, that's elf. So evil elf. August. So male, evil, elf. Bonus points easily to become a thief. 11 ability, 10 dexterity. Uh, that are requirements for thief, and we roll for extra points. Let's take a dice, and it's 2, 1, 1, 6. It's 1, 1, 2, and 6. So as you can see, he's definitely maybe capable of becoming a wizard. But the elves have high piety, and if we roll good for piety on next level up, then we will think him more like a sort of sage. There's this class sage and the mage who can cast magic spells and the priest spells. So, but he has to start as the thief. That's our rule. Yes, a cast, keep him. Create that. We're going to save the game fast. And let's put them to the tavern. It's a Sika, Ned, and Aghast. That's our party. Aghast had 7 hit points only, the rest 11, 12. So you have to equip them, buy some scrolls, and go to the dungeon. They're all 3 evil, so there are no good party formed yet. They have no good mercenary come to the company. But maybe they will turn good in the dungeons. We are going to see what's going to happen, what the game has stored for us. So let's say it's storytelling wise, just 3 unlikely heroes, maybe future heroes, now mercenaries, just beginners, met in the pub. The Sika, the evil human girl, Ned, the evil hobbit, Aghast. There was also this Dirge, or what was his name, the dwarf, but they tell him, no, please, go away, we don't need your kind around. Yes, they will like their decisions. And he was also like, I don't have anything to offer to you. He understood that. And now we have to equip them. So we are going to go to Poltec Trading Post. And we have a sort of like 1000 gold. And that's our money. Like in this version, the gold is always it's not splitted. It's always together. Like that's beginner friendly. You always know how much gold you have. But when I'm playing the upper 2 version of Proving Grounds of the Meta Overworld, then I'm not splitting the gold. Maybe the good party is splitting the gold and helping each other, but the evil party, they when someone fall down, they just take his gold and split together. Yeah. And if someone gets resurrected, there's always the book which and where I'll write who owes which money to whom. But let's buy the stuff. The Sika is first. She's going to simply buy the bronze sword. She's going to buy the easy shield, and she's going to buy the leather armor. The same thing goes for Ned. He's going to buy the bronze sword. He's going to buy this easy shield and leather armor. The Aghast, it's a little bit more wealthy, so he's going to get round shield. He's going to get chainmail, and he's going to, but he's sort of like the Elvens are sort of like noble in the city, so he doesn't wear the sword or something. He just is on the kind of vacation. He gets like this dagger. He will sort of balances healthy armor and stuff, which he hides behind his cloak. You can see there are a lot of other weapons in this shop. There's also short bow, like, and we have a backline. Then they are going to use the short bow. They also need to buy some scrolls, and I think the Seeker is going to buy the scroll of direction and a scroll of fire. Ned is going to have the scroll of heal, maybe two of them, and Aghast is going to have how much money we have. When one member comes, we can equip him, and maybe we find some gold in our first dive into the dungeon. So he's going to get one heal scroll and one fire scroll. There's also scroll of the map, but we are not going to. We are not going to need it. We are going to draw our own map of the dungeons. We are going to play this game really slowly. Now they can go to tavern, and I inspect them and equip them. Bronze sword, second hammer and shield, armor, leather armor, inspect net, equip same things. And equip leather armor. You see the archer is now 6. It's because of the shield and the armor. There are no information on attacking part. How much attacks do you have? How much damage you do? You have to sort of figure it out. And Aghast is going to equip dagger. He's going to have a round shield, and he's going to have a chainmail, and his archer is 5. We are going to save the game because next step is maze. We also updated our roster, and we set the party order here. There's no neutral or evil members, so only one party, and that's a cycle system. The cycle means the evil party goes to dungeon, and then good party goes to dungeon, and then it's end of the cycle, and at the end of the cycle, we are rolling for another mercenaries. But now we have only one party, so only only them are going to down. We prepared some map. Yes, this is a card for the map. You're going to see when you cast direction, scroll, then the map will always tell you which direction are you facing and on which field you are in the grid. Yeah, and you can then draw the dungeon accordingly. Yeah, there's a compass. This game is translated from Japanese. I think the creator is Japanese. So he's still using Japanese symbols for the world sides, so we have them written as well. I've already played this, so this map is a little bit tricky. There's one detail about this map I want to talk about. Actually, the start is right in this corner of the map. Or maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I think this is the start. And it's numbered from top to the bottom. Here also from top to the bottom. In Proving Grounds, you start here, and it's from the bottom to the top. So there's a little bit puzzle on the beginning. You have to orient yourself. You don't have it too easy. But let's enter the dungeon. We are going to make like last inspection before we go. We are prepared. And let's enter the maze. Now, first things we are going to do, we see some hallway in front of us. First thing we are going to cast a scroll of direction. We are south and east 0, so we are in the corner. The scroll, you have to drop it. The broken item. The scroll become broken item, so we have to drop it. And now we have the direction before us. We are facing south, 0, 0. We are facing south, so it means we are facing north. It looks like this. There we are in the corner, and we started to facing it south. Yes, and there's a castle stairway. Just like it didn't feel good, but let's say like this. That's our starting position. Now we are facing north. Now we are going to face east, this direction, and draw what we see. We see 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we see 1 empty. On the other side, 1 empty square and 1 full square. Now we see it differently. It's like this. Then we see there are doors. Of the doors are empty space, and we can see there's some sort of wall. It looks like this. The walls, the door, the empty space, and the wall we see. We are going to put the dots there. It means we haven't been there. You haven't looked. You haven't go through this part of the corridor. Now we're going to turn south and draw what we see. me see. If you are looking on the side, the things you are seeing on the left side, you are drawing on the right side. So on the right side, I see wall. So we're going to draw it. 1, 2, 3. And we see on the other side, we see wall, empty space, and wall. We can draw it. It looks like this. You don't need to put the party marker. We always know which direction are facing. So we're just going to draw this corner and do the upstairs. It's going to be upstairs. And I think we are going to go this direction. Check this corner, go this direction. And when we meet someone to fight, then we fight him and maybe then return to the town. But we are going to see, we are 3 members, but we are quite prepared, so it's possible to go maybe further, but maybe it will surprise us on something nasty. So we are slowly going southwards, and we are not going to draw what we see. We are just going to look like this. Okay, the door on the east side and on the north side. We're going to go on the northern doors. It's empty room. And then we are going to go to this, and it's also empty room. There's no description how does it looks like. So we are going to down. We are here. We need to draw another part, and there are doors on the east side. So we are going to enter. And I found prey. 2 wriggle plants. We are going to fight them. Hopefully they are not. Yes, Sika did 4 damage. The wriggle plant is his enemy. Dark Sprout. Hopefully it doesn't have some special attacks or something. We get some experience points, some extra gold, and we found treasure chest. Now we have to inspect what's there. Sika thinks there's a teleporter and contains an item. Net thinks it's a Google Ad mob and content is an item. And what Aghast thinks, Google Ad mob as well. So we are going to disarm with net Google Ad mob. Just was not trapped. And we got a sword, and that's it. We look through the room. It looks like this. We mapped these 2 rooms and this one here, which there was a fight. I can pretty much put the marker for fights. It's going to be fight marker, some kind of star. And we are continuing exploring. Okay, we're going to go southward. There's empty space, the wall on the western side. We are going to go forward. 2 fields forward. Third field, it's a crossroad. You're not going to go westward, but eastward. But first check these doors. And it's downstairs. We don't want to go down, but we draw the downstairs. And now we can go up. It looks like this. We went through these corridors. We haven't been there. We don't know what is there. There's a hallway which probably leads somewhere around there on the other side of the map. We are going to go this direction. It map this hallway. We jumped a little bit. I did two steps off screen. Right. Let's put it this way. We are not going to go further east. I'm going to go back up. There's again a crossroad. And there's an entrance. You can check this room. And enter. I found this room is sort of like it's sort. There was something hiding inside. Fluffy thing, 6 of them. We're going to fight it. Oh, the fluffy things are fighting back. It's bad on this screen. We don't see we see current hit points. That's more important. The fluffy things are not doing too much damage, but we can do it like this. Fight. And maybe cast a spell from the scroll. I don't think so. Three down, and that got 1 hit. Last foosball. And we get a lot of experience points, a lot of gold. And I think that's a sign. We are going to disarm Wizard Blaster. But it's probably, yes, the chest was not trapped. We got a spear. We are going to explore the rest of this sort of building, I think. And it's time to go back home. So we were there, we haven't gone there, just went northward and explored there. There was the fight. We are currently here. So we're going to go this way, back to entrance. You see, there's a lot of explore. This map is it's not so simple. There are some caves, or maybe there are buildings which is full of like weird creatures. Can maybe see this part. Can maybe go eastwards a little bit and make this look at least in one of those cottages. Let's go inside, it's empty. There are another doors, but we are not going to go there right now. We're going to go straight, not totally straight, home. Alright. And something attacked us again. And it's Pipa Pipa, and I'm not sure what it is actually. It's maybe some sort of like a wooden doll, but description from the name football, you can have some idea what football is. But Pipa Pipa, but you see, it's helpless, almost. You get some experience points, some gold, and of course, there's no trap. Explosive box, gas bomb, 2 rogue stings. There's some explosive device or gas explosive device. We are going to actually leave this trap unopened and leave it where it is and go home, because you know, last thing I want to have, it's dead party because of some stupid trap. We need to go direction. Yes, this direction are going to right. Before we return to castle, we are going to inspect our guys. Sika, 80 points. Net 10 from 12. The cast is okay. So we're going to use scroll wheel on Sika. Yes, and use scroll wheel on that. Simply. I'm going to drop them. We have some money. How much? I don't see it. I don't see how much. I'm going to. Yeah, we have 319 gold. Oh, another monster. Surprise them, strange animal. Let's fight. Sika can use scroll fire. Net can fight. Aghast can fight. It was some. We couldn't identify the body because we used the scroll. And now we are returned to castle. So we return from the dungeon and we go now. We are all, if you expect, we are all eligible to get a level. If you have a star by XP, it means the character can level up. So, and we send our guys a party to Adventures Inn, and they are going to all sleep in the stables. When they sleep there, they get a level. So this is a sweet reward for our exploration. Beside the gold, of course, we are going to get stronger. So she made a level 2 hit points. Strength down, intelligence gained, variety gained, vitality gained. Everything gained, just the strength is a little bit down. and she need 179 more XP to level. At his sleeping, he made nice 9 hit points and gained everything instead of luck, but halflings have a high starting luck, so that's nothing to worry about. Aghast, our elf, 11 hit points and gained everything. Nice, level up the clean. The the fact or if the probability you gain or not gain uh, the plus 2 ability depends on the age of the character. Older characters get more downs and younger get more gains. Your characters are getting older by sleeping in the inn and by changing the classes, and that's going to be no that's going to be our next thing. We are going to inspect our guys in the training ground, and we are going to take a look if they are eligible to change the class. I have this rule, they can change class on the second level, not on the first. I always wanted to have them at least one level as a rogue or as a starting class simply. So we are going to we can yes we can inspect them. Sika, okay. Look at the stats. Inspect Aghast. Aghast, he is going to be Sage, but Sage need 12 intelligence and 12 piety, and he has only 11. So I leave him like this, and hopefully next level he get the point to piety and no downs in intelligence, so he will be able to become a sage. Sage is a sort of like mix between a priest and a mage, and has some valuable special abilities like uncursing the items and identifying items. Sage is sort of like, if you have a sage in your party, you can easily identify items. You don't need to pay for that. If you want to identify something, you have to pay for that in the in the Boltax trading post. Change class. Sika can become a wizard or thief. For now, I think she's going to stay as a thief because low-level thieves are really terrible at the traps, and we sort of don't need the wizard right now. We are exploring not so dangerous part of the dungeon, and she has pretty good stats. So I'm hoping she is going to have some other level up. So we will keep her as a thief. Net Net is a thief, and he just stays a thief long time before he's going to be able to change into someone else. There's a possibility maybe he has a high piety, so if we are in dire need of priest, then Nat can become a priest. But I will I will keep him as a thief for now. So no class changes there. We're going to save the game, and we are going to sell and identify items. But in this version is not compatible with my current Android. So there's a real issue by equipping and buying stuff, and by bouting trading posts, the game simply fall down, and you have to reload from last save. So we are going to always equip one character and save. We need to roll for the incoming mercenaries. Incoming mercenaries at the end of each cycle. We have already cycle one. We roll one six-sided dice and we decide if no one comes, one comes, two comes, or three. I have a mistake there. If we roll six, the three comes. If we roll five, two comes. 3 to 4, 1, 1 to 2, 0. So who's coming? 1. No one. So we are still 3. But we are a little bit more stronger, so we can dive further into the dungeon. So no mercenary came, so we have 336 gold. We first identify our stuff, spear. It was spear -1, so we are going to sell it. Going to sell the broken item, sell the spear. And we have to identify the sword. A sword is bronze sword. So we're going to save. And we are going to inspect Sika. She has this bronze sword. She's going to trade to Aghast. Inspect him and equip him with the bronze sword instead of dagger. Now we can maybe buy the better armor. And we need to buy some scrolls. So Sika is going to buy Scroll of Heal, Scroll of Fire, Scroll of Direction. That is going to buy Scroll of Heal and Scroll of Fire. And Aghast is going to buy the scroll of 2 scrolls of heal and let's say scroll of cure paralysis and cure poison. Now we have 121 gold and I think we are fine for that. We won't have some reserve if someone else came. So we're going to save the game. And this was it. This was the first cycle. No one came. We are going to continue next time with the next cycle. I want to always have just one cycle per video. We are going to make it brief. This first video was really long because I wanted to explain a lot of stuff. And I'll see you next time.